All right, we're in business. Here we are. I am today working on a phase one. Actually, let me share the live with that guy. There's a guy who is going to help me, but he doesn't really know what to do. So I'm going to give him this. I like that I'm my own top fan. That cracks me up. Come join my live and let's chat. Whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make it a habit. Let me see how it sounds. Okay, it sounds good. I'm gonna try and make it a habit to talk it out. So when you do a phase one, you pop out chat. So I have it. Put it over here. That's weird. It's a weird spot. I don't like it. Grab it from the corner so we can move it vertically and horizontally. How small can we get? Yeah, bro, that's good. I had the weirdest dream yesterday. I had a dream like my dad bought a house in an area, but it was filled with vampires, like quite legitimate vampires. And so it was daytime when he went, and everybody thought it was all good. But then I remember looking around, and it kind of looked like a weird, like inner city kind of like bustling kind of. I think of like Chinatown or like some city in China where it's like you're down the street and it's almost feels like you're in a tunnel, but it's all street fronts. I remember noticing that all the street fronts had these like. I was like, why are they so? They had these really, really like heavy duty like steel doors covering all the shops. I was like, what is this? It's so weird. Here, I'll show you what. That's the fuel for. Oh my God, I'm stripping a lot of water. That's the fuel for completing work on a Saturday. Fridge it up. Fridge away. Ate 4 eggs. I'm gonna drink the rest of a Powerade. I have a little kimchi for fermentation for my gut health. I have my Vites. I stretched. What else did I do? I stretched. I did a light core workout. I'll probably get up and do some more. Did like 50 burpees. Maybe not 50 yet, but close. I'll hit. I want to hit 100. I ordered a standing desk. I don't like sitting. I think sitting's really bad for us. Gang. How do I get? Is there a way for me to get the chat to just stay in front so I don't miss anything? I don't want like somebody to show up. Oh, you're beautiful. What a kind thing for somebody to say to me. Thank you. Sent by me. I don't know why. I think it's really funny to like send myself that note. I was gonna say, "Damn, you're cute." And I'm talking about me. Okay, what was I saying? So the dream, and I remember looking around and seeing all these like steel doors and being like, "What the hell? Why is it so? Why is there so much like? Why is it so well protected? It's weird." And then it became nighttime, and yeah, people got really, really crazy. My dad had bought a house, and it was in the worst of the area, and there was like a bunch of kids skateboarding, and then they changed. Their whole face and demeanor changed. All the stores locked, and I had them chasing me. Oh man, it was so scary, and they were chasing me, and I just made it to the store. Like there was someone behind me, and they grabbed that person, and they were like, gone. Disappeared, like whoosh, like went into the sky. It was so freaky. It's a very weird dream. And I must have woke up because I remember it, but I don't remember anything further. Okay, so I have to open phase 1 draft. Doing what's known as a phase 1 ESA, which is an environmental check for, what does it say here? Environmental check for purchasing a commercial property. And they are really, the customers, really kind of annoying actually. It's been bothering the hell out of me constantly. So I want it done tonight so I can get this off my head. I have someone else who wants to, he invested quite a lot of money into a mushroom farm. So that's like what I'm going to start streaming is my start and push towards owning a successful mushroom farm. You get to see the whole build, and from start to finish, I'm going to save the whole thing on here. And, hopefully it's not a tale of caution. Hopefully it's a tale of success, but it'll be what it'll be. And whether it's a tale of caution or a tale of success, most likely heavily depend on how hard I work. Welcome to life, Welcome to life. For eggs, protein, exercise, everything. I hit all the dots today. Mama Lola, come here, Mama Lola. Come say hi. Come here and say hi. Come on, up. What's my little shy girl? Okay, bye. Bye, Lola. She's going to jump up in a minute and say, okay, you know what? I do want pets. I take it back. She likes laying down on the tile in the bathroom, which is weird because it's hotter in the bathroom because I have the AC blast in here. But Lola be doing what Lola do, and that's it. We allow Lola to live here. Wait, what happened? Listening to XYZ by Dead Mouse. All right, I gotta focus. What did I put below that? Yeah, see. Okay, where did I get up to yesterday? Okay, that's correct. I don't know why this is capitalized, but it should be italicized. What is happening? Oh, not underline. You know what I think? Spell check has gotten I feel like it's gotten progressively worse over the last few years. I don't think AI helped it. don't know why. I find it very, very like useless. I don't use it at all. This should be italicized too. De minimis. De minimis. What's your name? DeMarcus? No, de minimis. Phase 1 assessment was requested to identify, to the extent feasible, any wrecks in connection with the subject property, including the identification of conditions indicative of releases or threatened releases of hazardous substances on or in the vicinity of the subject property, such that it is a risk to the subject property. Such that it presents a possible risk. Presents what? How did I go down there? Such that it presents a possible, it's not probable, possible risk to the subject property. This all appropriates inquiries, Phase 1 ESA report was conducted in general conformance with the scope within the scope and limitations. Why is that capitalized? That doesn't have to be capitalized. Then the scope and limitations of ASTM standards. ASTM, what is this? ASTM standard practice E1527-21. Term recognized environmental condition is defined by ASTM as I just said that. Jeez, this is repeating so much for it. Comprehensive environmental response, compensation, and liability, CERCLA. So useless. This needs to be italicized. What are you doing? Come on, chat. Anybody say anything? Negative. It is nice to see that message. You're beautiful. You make a good point, chat. Really good point. Oh. Yeah, that's precisely right. Yoda! I've got really cool bookends. You guys want to see? Look at that. Ouroboros. I got Ouroboros. So, solid wood. Very, very nice. I got this cool thing. I got mad cool stuff. My ex was making this Lego. I think she finished most of it, but I dropped it. The pieces there. And this is the cap to the beta fish bowl, by the way. Look at me. Huh? Yeah, we got money like that. Should I light an incense? For show, right? For show, I can. I think I'm going to sharpen a knife. I like sharpening knives. I think it chills me. It's chilling. Yeah, no? While I'm reading this report, I might as well. Place it right in there, and the ashes will fall into my giant shell here. One knife that needs sharpening. Two knives that need sharpening. This one needs it the most, but you see that? Like, that's really hard to sharpen. That corner makes it extremely difficult. I there's a rookie mistake. bought thousands of knives. I like them for some reason. Bought thousands of knives, and I can't believe I didn't. Oh, that's right. I did think about it, but it was on sale. It was literally like $4, $4 and change. Were quite a nice composite, well made, well built knife. So whatever, I'll sharpen it when the time comes for it. Standard sharpener. This is if you have any nick. Well, no, this one is if you have any nicks on it. Get rid of the nicks first. If you have any spurs on it, you get rid of the nicks. You know what I'm saying? Nicks and spurs. Nicks, baby. Nicks all day. Okay, where were we? Let's do this while we're doing it. Term data gap. Check the generally accepted environments. Why is this over here? Conclusions and recommendations for this report are based upon our opinion and judgment, and dependent upon knowledge, information supplied by the user, present owner, managers of the subject property, data information solicited from governmental agencies. There's no other warranty of representation, others personally applied. As we intended to be included. You are? Okay. Tipper's a really good band. Okay, where were we? I'm backwards, man. So bad. Jeez. Where is that? What day was this? Tuesday was what day? Tuesday the 9th. Don't. Did anybody say anything? Okay. Scope of work performed in this assessment is limited to interviews with owner, information sources include it's NYDC, right? What is the New York? What's the New York equivalent of that, JDP? NYSDs. NYSDC. Who the hell is? Who this? Oh shit. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Right. Yeah. puppy girl. Hi, Lola, Mama. What up? What up, people? People in the house. Hi, puppy girl. It's the Lola, Mama. Taking all the time with the Lola. That was a big jump out. Not bad. Just the two of us. You can make it a future. Okay, where was I? NYS. How about their New York databases on there? Spills incident. NYDOB, NYC, NYS, DOB, Department of Building, DEC info locator. So that's Google Earth. DEC info locator. Let's throw this guy back in. I want you to do the Macarena somewhere out in Pasadena. Yeah, what's up, buddy? I just saw the text. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. Those two things are nothing. Right. Yeah. If it's I just need a good reliable car. So if it's got a good engine, everything else, then it's a lifesaver. Right. Beautiful. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah, it's literally a lifesaver. Huge for me. Awesome. All right, I'll hit you up. I got to finish this report tonight, and then I'll hit you up at some point in the morning tomorrow. All right, sounds good. Bye. What does error stand for again? Environmental Risk Information Services. have Sanborn maps for this?
Probably do. It's in the Bronx, so it should.
It should.
Oh, wait.
Me. Okay. Plenty of aerials. There's some Tai Chi. Woke up in Manhattan. Jackson.
Those were not the lyrics.
We're looking at this is a city directory. Some woman. This is probably the flyer. Shows maps. Present. We have some. We do. Good ones. Interesting. Interesting. Parson information. Hydrogeological and soil. Just to think of power ship to say. Even if ears were pierced by Drake. Topographics. Cubic zirconium. Cubic zirconium. This is the invoice. This is the freaking invoice. Wow. 330. Jesus. Now this is the database report. The ending of that song is crazy. You guys never heard, what is it, Mac Miller, Fight the Feeling? Careful near the end. Very interesting. Not bad. But careful. Careful who you're around. Okay, I'm really going to concentrate. I cannot ADHD out. I really can't. I cannot ADHD out. I must be in the... Okay, let me open Arial. The database reports. Geo sample. No. He's in order. Database report first. Okay. Aerials, historical topographic, local city director. City directors. Historical city directors. Historical city directors. Sanborns. They were available. What does it say? They were available. They were available.
let's see. Let's make sure this is but I'm going to need is the base. Okay, what databases do we have? No way I'm gonna send it to you. I think this is good. I just gotta check the distance as well. Minimum search distance. Why does this have this twice? Why don't we put number of records? Makes no sense. Why would the hell would we have that? Where's the summary? Report summary. Where's the actual summary? No. Just a little shot here. Okay. Zoom in so we can see shit. Because yeah, blind. What'd the homie say? Oh, that is the total. We put this. Perfect. That's perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, okay. This is all federal. What do we call that? Search radius. Why don't we just call it search radius? Why are we putting minimum search? What the hell is that? Huh? Sorry, please erase that. Okay, I'm just putting it in miles, bro. I'm not gonna confuse this shit. 1 mile. Proposed MPL or it's listed. Half mile. Surplus. 5. None. You can put Sims somewhere. How hard is it to I don't even. What is this? This doesn't make sense. List of databases. With records. List of major, just because it's the other minor ones. Records are found below. Extensive list. I capitalize weird words like very often. Full extensive list. Full list. Full list. Found. Just put XYZ for stuff I need to replace. And then what pages? 4, 5, 6. Almost like that. Right. So this is 4 through 8. 4 through 8. Pages 4 through 8. Okay. I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. I think it's that mouse. Record searched. Alright. This guy busting my chops. Did you mind now? Errors. What do they call the aerial package? Historical aerials. Historical aerials. Say historical aerials package. Aerials. No, it's not EDR. Again, it's Eris. See the historical topo maps. Okay. So then, what did I mention? Yeah, it's the database is 3. Appendix 3. Can be attacked. Can be found attached. Oh, I can't wait for my freaking standing table, man. I hate sitting. It's so bad for you. It's really bad for you, chat. Stay hydrated. Even if you guys drink something of flavor, even if that means drinking something of flavor, like a no-calorie drink, whatever, still better for you to stay hydrated. This is diet ginger ale and ice. You know what? It's fine. It is fine. What's this? This is the first one. Yeah, there's Harrison Store. That's interesting. What is it? What is this? Oh, wow. They have a whole mapping system. What the hell? What the hell, What the hell? I gotta put this away because I keep getting tempted. This is the God Finder. This is the entity meter. This is that 3-letter word. Dementia. Dementoris. Okay? I used to really, really like it. But I met some entities and I learned to have respect for that chemical. Having it right in front of me is a little scary. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Get out of the way. Reload over there. Physical. Oh, it's called a physical setting report. PSR. It's a physical setting report. You gotta change the hydrogeological. Eris physical setting report. I'll put it. Physical setting report. It's geology, hydrogeology. Soil. Come on, I really gotta finish before these people come out of their freaking vacation. It's gonna be tonight. Search radius, records, sources, number of records. What else could I do something? Instead, number of records there. Most important. A peanut butter bitch for the twin. Yeah, it's on. Yo, what up, Doug? What up? Nice, nice. You streaming? What you are? What'd you say? Oh, true, true, true. Really? You tried the other one? You tried YouTube? Oh, damn. I'm just trying to build. I am just trying to build what you call it, followers for now. I think that's like what I'm gonna focus on. I mean, I'm focusing on whatever's there, but um, that seems to be what is hit. I think. Um, but I don't know. I like YouTube. It's the one where. What'd you say, bro? No, I mean, do whichever you like. There's no reason like don't switch for any other like. I might go on. I maybe do a search and see like which one says better, but I think it's more for gaming. No, like that's the meta. There's like metas on there, and I feel like if you don't follow the meta, where I feel like YouTube has enough people because it's a very like central core of people who watch Twitch. YouTube is like way more humans. You know what I mean? Like there's just way more bodies. Um, I don't know. Not on the live. I don't know. I at least here's what my only thought is. I don't look for polished content. I see. I think it's the opposite, bro. I think it's the opposite. I think YouTube is better for unpolished content because that's what I search for. I don't search for like really polished content all the time, every day, every single day. I watch like okay, I wonder if they can see it. I gotta make it short. Really? Nah, no. Yo, let me call you back in 2 minutes. I want to make it short. Make it quick short for you right now. Okay. Absolutely. Very interesting to show you guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Excuse me. You look so comfy now. How can you get so comfy? I said you could be too comfy.
Oh, I'm so good. Something so beautiful. Look over. Oh my God, I'm distracted. Oh, see how bad it is? I seriously get distracted so easily. It's not good. It's really not good. Yeah. A peanut butter house for the win. You guys know that song? A peanut butter house for the win. Yep. I don't know, bro. I was talking about something though. I forget. Um, I just made the cutest short with Lola. She the best. She the best music. Um, People edit with a lot of different apps. I've seen people edit with Adobe. I've seen people edit with YouTube Builder, or what is it? Premiere Studio. It's YouTube Studio. Mm, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Um, let's see. Top 3 apps for editing YouTube videos. It should be for editing. CapCut, Premiere, and DaVinci.
CapCut I've heard of. Yeah, these are for TikTok, right? Should I put number of records here and then record notes? Record sources. What do we even need it for? Let me just remove this. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah, this is all we need. Number records, number search radius, and the number of records. Record databases. Josh, you there? Yeah. Yeah, you keep breaking up, homie. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo, am I allowed to watch like other content on here? Because I kind of wanted to watch Jinxie and Dante's playing League of Legends. Or is that like a no-no too, Josh? Huh? I'm starting to get a core, bro. You said I can or I can't? Cannot, probably, right? Let me see. Oh, you can watch. You're allowed. You're allowed. No, you're not allowed to. So I'm not. I don't want to just rebroadcast. I want to talk about it and like speak on it. But maybe I should finish the report so I can actually. Yeah, so. Yeah. All right. I'm just doing this report. You want to hit me when you get better service? Not really good service. All right. All good. Yeah. Yeah. I got you. All right. All right. Well, I'm here. Hit me up. All right, bro. 0.5 of a mile. Sends 0.5 mile. 0.5 mile. Circle is also 0.5 mile. Sort of split. Can I put a split? Number of columns, 1. No, yeah, number of rows is 2. What? No, I said number. Oh, I see. Number of columns should be 0. Number of columns, 1. Number of rows, 2. Right? Yeah. All right, listed is 0. This is center 0. Center, Mr. Center Blender. Oh my God, she looks so cute.
these.
These freaking things, man. Circles end frap. 0, 0. Okay, split cells. This is gonna be one column, 2 rows. No, 2 rows. 2. Holy shit! Why'd it go 1 to 3? What? Why does it have to be a set of 3? Why? What kind of dumb shit is that? Okay, this thing is very dumb, bro. What do you want, ma'am? Hello? What? Well, excuse me. Lola, what did we talk about surprise tongue? Huh? What did we say about surprise tongue in me? We said you're not supposed to do that, right? Excuse me. You're not supposed to surprise me with your tongue in the back of my mouth, ma'am. Okay? Okay, ma'am? Okay? Hi, puppy girl. What's she doing? What's she doing with the girl? She the best. She the best music. Sorry, guys. Merch. Oh my god. Why can't I? What? You know what? Forget it. Perfect. Correct. Okay. Close this. Close this. Okay. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna actually unalive myself. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. What life? It's so much fun. Okay, there we go. All these people are gonna get it. I'm not gonna pick up my phone. I'm gonna start getting blown up in like 2.5 hours. So much. No. Okay. That scared me. Yo, Skills. What up? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what their margins are though, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true. That is true. Um, I really, bro. I think if you have any successful business, bro, like you're in really good shape. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's that hard. Yeah, but I think the margins are low, Josh. There is a profit for sure. If you, I wonder if you look online, average, what does like a 7-Eleven make? I'll tell you right now. Actually, I'm gonna look right now. How much do you think an average busy 7-Eleven makes per day? How much? I mean, that would make the owners take home $135 to $200 a day. So 50 to 75,000 per year. Yeah, yeah. So it's really not. It's not like great. Generate about 1.4 million in revenue, and that's what they take home. Wow. About a few cents. Yeah, yeah. True. 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 Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that yeah, like the managers make more than the franchise owner. But the thing is the franchise owner, if maybe he's both. Maybe he's the manager and he owns it. So then he would take home both of those, right? So maybe it's 200. But um, that's not really you have tons of overhead. What if you're in a recession and people stop buying? Because people stop buying from convenience stores. If there's a recession, like although someone told me that, someone who's in business told me that's not true. He said they're kind of recession. I mean, it depends on how bad the recession is, though. Yeah, you know. Uh, you have, you have 20% of your people no longer showing up, and you're suddenly closing. The better thing to do is to have like a good restaurant. Like if you have a good restaurant in a place that and yeah, a food truck or live at the property that you sell. So so it becomes better, you can charge more, and normally if it stays the same or even gets worse, you charge the same. But real estate is the one, bro, because you end up just owning it, and all you pay is so much. And also, it's also about beauty. Until they're one and the same, you know, like keeping things beautiful, maintained, and like organized is also beautiful in and of itself. Is like beautiful. But yeah, I totally agree. And by the way, if you do that, it's bro, real estate is what you want to get into. It's not good.
I agree with you. Right now, my boss, Marty, the guy that rents me distance, right? And him, I can't say my boss anymore. He's a business partner. But we found a deal here in New Jersey, in Biggsboro, right next to each other. I saw the notes from the environmental guy to the DEP. It was like buried in the notes. That said, we advise that you close this site. It's no longer. Guy who's gonna fixer upper kind of guy, a renovator. He went belly up because of contamination. This was his company's fault. He went belly up, so it went up for what do you call it, for foreclosure. So the guy that right now, just if you went and sold it below market value, just to unload it, it's worth $325,000. If the house was fixed up, just the land, we did a BPO. Worth $4.25, $4.50. It's on the way. Three houses over, not around the block or near there. Say really one house. Right next to this house, there are beautiful giant. Well, it's just so. Like 20 to like 30% interest on borrowing money from he's asking like everybody he knows to lend us money for the house, backed by real estate. So if somebody puts up $70,000, on a $70,000 loan, and they're only going to have to lend the money for like 6 months to a year. And if we fail, they get like this beautiful, unbelievable property. Like they would be able to take the property, but just trying to foreclosures, tax liens. All the guy had to do is do the foreclosure, pay the tax liens. He has to pay the tax liens, and then he gets first shot at the property. So he ended up buying an easily $400,000 property. Why? Because he was with it. When it's worth what? No, it's worth $350. So, we're putting up 70. So me and him are splitting that. Me and him are splitting that money, but we haven't found the funding yet. But we're looking like we're trying to find people that want to. But real estate's the way to go, bro. Especially because the reason why I left my job is because I saw all these developers making that money. You know what I mean? And I'm just sick of them making the money. Why don't I just find these deals for myself and do it? That's what I'm trying to do. But whatever. So if we find funding for this deal, have another one. Bro, there's so many. You know why there's so many? Because all the developers, right? They don't want that happening. Their insurance goes up, their liabilities go up. They also have like heavy unknowns, so their insurance ends up going up. They have to pay the tax liens on a property they don't want, so they'll unload it for very cheap. They also give us the opportunity, we can look at it and check whether there's actually contamination. bro, the guy thinks this property is contaminated, but we went there. I looked through all the history of the place, and it's not contaminated. And it was only a surface spill. It only spilled on the top. You know what I mean? It didn't soak, it didn't go into the ground. So everybody's afraid of this property because it says contaminated, right? But it's actually not. That's where real money is. In properties like that, that's where real money is. You do 2 or 3 of those deals a year, and you don't have to do anything else. You know what I mean? Like you literally, that's all you have to do. Developer has already like shown us like 3 or 4 other ones. Like caves are also contaminated. They also have chemicals. I just did a phase 2 for a developer, right? His name is Archwood Builders, and he same thing. What a what so I told him it's going to cost him. Somewhere in that range, you're going to pay at least that much, at least 100,000 to clean this up. And he was like, "Oh, that's fine." And I was like, "Well, how much meat on board is there?" He said, "If I clean this up and I develop it, after all is said and done, I'll make like 900,000." So just because buy these properties, you put like a cookie cutter, brand new construction on there. Cookie cutter houses are very cheap. Like building from scratch and just getting a cookie cutter house thrown on there, especially if you know this guy has his own. How cheap that is. So think about like what you're paying for a brand new construction on a 5,000 square foot house. You're not paying a lot at all. It's paying very low money. Of course, if you have materials, $1,000 to actually build this, you know, if that. Like, think of how cheap that is. Because he has structural engineers, whatever. But the people that are putting in the nuts and the bolts, putting in the wood and like doing all that, it's just like it just doesn't work. You know? $1,000 a day, $1,500 a day, get them $150 a day a piece. But whatever. The point being, like, real estate is really where to go, and especially contaminated properties. That's the way to go. But the problem is, we lost that. Yeah, but Josh, the best way to do it is just to be involved. Like so, for example, like me and him are gonna put together. We would LLC, right, and issue shares for this place that we're getting. And whoever invests would get a certain amount of shares of the property. So So like it's the same thing, but this is with someone you know. I wouldn't try, like, who are these people? You don't know who they are. Fractional real estate investment platform. They just made it easy for you to do the same thing. But like all you have to do is an LLC, right? So you can buy a property with an LLC, right? I opened an LLC yesterday. I literally opened a new LLC yesterday. I showed you what I did, right? And then I registered it with the IRS. So you can buy property with an LLC. Okay. Now the LLC can have 100 shares, right? So if the LLC owns the property and it has 100 shares, if I give you 25 shares of that, how much of the property do you own? If I make an LLC and I issue 100 shares that control the LLC, right? So if there's 100 shares, I can just do this on the IRS website, right? This is something that you can just do. It's not hard to do. If I issue 100 shares with LLC and you invest in the property and I give you 25 shares, how much of the property do you own? Why? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Well, what is that? What do you think? What I'm saying is, this is like it's kind of like these are like traps. You want to get into it. Trust me, bro. I'm telling you, I see it literally all the time. That's how people do it. That's how people buy and sell property. They issue an LLC. The LLC has a certain amount of shares to the company. And this is all open. It's not like any of this is hidden. It's just that people don't understand it, and they're. But this is just like a way. They're doing the same exact thing. Like guarantee you that this company is like taking a lot more. Like you lose a lot of money by not doing this. This is basically a way for them to find free investment. That's what it is. Yeah, this is. But I guarantee that they're doing the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Like if I showed you all the people that sign the paperwork when I fill out to the DP, like closing the case or whatever, the responsible parties are 99% of the time LLC. They're either LLC or trust. It's always an LLC. Because if a business owns it, then you can get paid for fixing up the place because now it's an economic thing, it's a business, right? So if you take a loss by fixing it up. Oh, I see. Again, you invested it. Yeah, but still. No, it's like new construction. The guy like stopped in the middle. It's like essentially it needs nothing. It's like a book of business, then this would be a very, very cool idea. And I would be totally down to do it because, but I would have people buy into it's sort of going to make sense. But yeah, real estate's a good one. That is definitely good. That's definitely all I have to do is get into one deal and I make it here. Dude, if we fund this deal, even if we pay 25% interest to whoever lends us the money, again, like we're getting like we're like 8. Profit from that. company. After lawyers and everything else, say another 20, so maybe we'll be into it like 100, right? Um, so say 100 grand, and even if we don't even do the fix up, look at right in like I've been looking at it for so in like 6 months, 6 to 8 months, I'll make 125. So imagine that. Then I'll be 125. Now you don't have to wait this if. Um, and replicate and keep. By the way, that's how REA bought like the place in Newark. That really nice one. The same way, buying and selling. Um, okay. It's, Old City is nice. Yeah, no, you don't care when you don't own. Correct. Yeah. And anybody that makes money, they're immediately like, I'm out of this city. Nobody says like, oh, let's fix it up and turn back and fix. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but that's yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure that's the case. And the problem is that um what do you mean? You broke up for a sec. What'd you say? What was the last thing you said? I don't think they care. It's just they're not going to give you their money to do it. You know? Yeah. No one cares. It's just it's systemic. That's why people say this is systemic, right? Like that's what people. That's exactly why people say, oh, it's systemic. And people are like, what do you mean? This is exactly it. And it is systemic. It's true.
It is systemic. The system is built to be like that, you know, and it kind of. I don't know because I was like mad busy doing work. I'm down. I mean, I'm totally down, but essentially what you're saying is let's record our streams and put it up somewhere. You know what I mean? That's kind of, yeah, yeah, I'm down. But it's just a little more organized. We never really followed through though. No, no, of course not. We didn't really put. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was a little, he was a little shot out, bro. He was a little bit shot out. I mean, he's cool. I don't mind him, but he was a little bit crazy. It's like very black and white. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. So he can't be wrong, right? Yeah. I mean, that's a very dangerous way to think, by the way. Very dangerous way to think. But it is what it is. I think everybody's guilty of that. I think I probably think like that, frankly. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like you have to constantly try and focus on not thinking like that. You know. Yeah, that I mean that define who they are and that they consider sacred. You know what I mean? Like where it could be like a random and like I don't know, you know, if things are somebody could be like this is my like whatever. It could be like it could be a thing. It doesn't even have to be like an idea. It can just be a thing, and they're like, listen, this thing, a ring. This is a ring that was given to me by whatever, and it's extremely important to them. You know what I mean? You never really know. I'm sure I have my things too. Rings? Nah, not really. Not really. No. No, no, not even a watch. No, I mean some he uses his phone. It's a what am I doing? It's like 64, I think, something like that. Yeah, maybe 62, maybe even younger, maybe 62. Let me load this. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, you have a few kids, a couple grandkids. Oh, he for sure is. Yeah, he's something. He's a character and a half. Databases with records. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You've spoken to him, yeah. Just he loves business. Like he loves working. He loves business, but um, I think he's weird. He doesn't his the big money that he's made is from buying contaminated properties. But, yeah, buying contaminated properties and seeing and cleaning them up. Yeah, especially ones like the one I just told you about, because again, that one is not even contaminated, bro. It's literally not even contaminated. It's just everyone thinks it's contaminated because it says contaminated on the DP because
they haven't sent the final report. You understand? Like, so all the work is actually done. So think of how lucrative that is. It's being sold as if it's extremely contaminated. It's not contaminated at all. And as far as like real estate goes, it's literally directly next door to like these monster, what is this? Large quantity generator. It's a large quantity generator. These like large monster compounds. They're literally like compounds that are right next door. So property, that's how he really made his money. And then there's a rule where you don't have to pay any capital, because capital gains would be like 35-40% on such a large value. They would take like 35-40% of your profit. However, if you roll it into real estate again, you don't have to pay that. So let's say you end up with a site like the one in Newark that he has, or some large whatchamacallit building. So you roll it until you get a monster property, right? And then once you get a monster property, then you keep that one and you rent out units in it, right? Then you've saved yourself 40%. 40%, who knows? Like 40% over 20 properties. Think of how much money that would be. You know what I mean? It's literally like half of the amount of money. So there's all these like little tricks. There's all these like little tricks, things you could do. Oh, shit. Let me call you right back. My dad's calling me. All right, I'll hit you back.